Hey everybody, welcome to the new episode, new project day. So this one I've been working on for a little while. It was a daily driver, so it's a car. It kept me going for quite a while. It did blow up a little while ago. It blew up in a little bit. And so here it is, my new project. Okay, so yes, a little bit different, water cooled, Japanese, but a beast nonetheless. So I bought this a little while ago after it needed a little bit of work, so I got it for a pretty good price, and then I fixed it up and I drove it for about 18 months, and then the auto transmission decided to go kabamo. I was driving it one day, took off from a roundabout, and it like lurched, and then yeah, it wasn't good. So new project, so let's get into it. I have been doing a little bit in the last couple of days, just trying to sort out a few little bits and pieces to try and make sure this is going to work, the project we have planned. So let's get into it. So we have it's an Australian delivered, but it's like a JDM style car for anybody who lives overseas. So it's a K24 Auto Honda Odyssey. So in the front here you have all the normal stuff. I've been playing here, you'll find out that in a second. Yeah, nice clean car, auto 7-seater with bits on the back seat, and there's another 2 seats at the back there, but you can't see them because they're folded flat. And yeah, it's been a really good car. Let's go up in the front. It's been such a fun car to drive. I've really enjoyed it. I have given it a nickname because I use it as a ute. A ute in Australia is a truck in America, if that makes sense. So a car with 2 seats, tray on the back, ute for utility. I find it weird calling them trucks, but hey, I'm not from America. But this I have nicknamed the Udyssey. So ute, Odyssey, jam it together, Udyssey. And so what I have had in the past is the 2 seats in the middle there I've pulled out and had the other ones laid flat. Get a nice big covered ute pretty much. And then up the front here we have a nice, sorry it might be a bit sunny, but we have a nice K24 engine running really well, and an auto transmission that is making a lot of noise. I'll start it up in a second. But yeah, this is a new project. I'll get into what we're going to plan to do to it in a little bit, but yeah, I'll show you around. In the back, it's pretty standard. It's got a bit of stuff in here at the moment. It has been sitting around, so there's probably spider webs and junk everywhere. But yeah, so there's 2 seats under the back here, under this piece of cardboard, and they fold up, and then it gives you an 8-seater. So what I have done is left these in here. I've taken that whole set out and got rid of it, and so that way it gives me a nice bit of room for carrying everything else around that I need for the channel and for life. But she's pretty straight, runs really well. And now let's get into what we plan on doing to this thing. So it's gonna be fun. Let's sit down because it's easier in here. So the plan with this is we are going, sorry, camera just died. So, and we're going to manual swap it. So I have seen a few internet posts and photos, not really a forum where someone shows people what they've done or how they've done it, but there is a few in Japan that I've seen that have like a K20 or a K24 with a manual swap and the shifter and everything else, but I haven't seen it like documented. So my plan is to just do it. I thought it was going to be the first one. It's definitely not the first one. There's actually one that did like a time attack kind of style. He took all it out, left it auto, but he put a body kit and wing, and it looks pretty cool. But we're not going to go that far. We are going to make this a nice cruiser. It's going to be a daily driver kind of thing, so I want it nice, reliable. I want to put a stereo in it and bits and pieces. But this is the reason I've kind of like been playing around in this area, because I was trying to work out where the shift is going to go and how it's going to sit, and how this came into here and like what cables and all that kind of stuff. I watched a stereo install where people like pulled all this stuff out, and so the stereo goes in here. There's like a big CD changer at the bottom, and then up the top here it tells you a few bits and pieces. So that bit's going to be a bit useless, but my plan is to hopefully put a CD, like a DIN unit in here. I don't like any big screens. I don't think, it's not for me, but I just like a nice MP3 player. Sorry, MP3 player, man. I want a nice media system so I can have my phone on Bluetooth, that kind of thing, and the shifter at a nice height so that when I'm driving around it's like, it looks pretty good, and it feels good, and I'm not like cramped and I'm not bent over and all that kind of stuff. So there's quite a bit of work that's going to happen in the front. I'm also wanting to change the color of the interior. I would like, if I could, to get another black interior rather than this tan one, but we might have to dye some bits or maybe paint some bits. We'll find out. The only other thing I'm going to show in this episode is, well, I think this center console is going to have to go, because me sitting here like this, I feel like the shifter needs to be about where this is, so that's going to have to go. We don't have a clutch pedal, which is going to have to fit, but to start the next episode, we're going to get into pulling this thing apart. So we're going to pull the shifter out, all the automatic stuff, gearbox, engine, and then start looking at the brakes, brake pedal and handbrake and stuff like that, and where the clutch is going to go. Because down the bottom, it's a foot operated brake. Handbrake. Down the bottom there, if you can see. So it's foot operated handbrake, brake and accelerator, and so I'm thinking this pedal might have to be modified a little bit to come over and down here. We can heel toe, not that I'm really going to do it. So I can put the clutch in here without it interfering with the handbrake. I'd like to keep the handbrake where it is, because that way I don't have to worry about changing anything else. It works pretty well, but then once we cut this pedal down, probably like to the same size as a normal clutch pedal, maybe bend it and move it across so it's just a little bit of across more so I can get the clutch in. I think we should be good. But yeah, next episode, engine out, gearbox out, suss everything else out, work out how this shift is going to work, and get into it. So, new episodes, new project. I'm really excited about this one. This is something a little bit different for me. I haven't played with so much electronic stuff, and I played with a lot of Japanese cars, mostly Evos, but I haven't had to modify anything to go from auto or manual with this type of technology in it. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how. I'm going to probably have to rewire a few things, maybe get a standalone ECU, depending on how I can get it to work. Probably is going to have to happen. I think from who I was talking to, they were saying I will. And the dash and all that kind of bits and pieces, but that's for another episode. That's much later on. So please like and subscribe, hang out, hit the notifications, so next episode you can see what happens with this thing, us getting this engine out, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks guys. Okay, sorry, before we pack up this episode, I have done a bit of research on drive shaft lengths and wheel bearings and all that kind of thing to make sure that there's going to be some shafts that you can just hopefully bolt in. From what I've researched, it should work. But it is going to be something that I might have to ask you guys for a little bit of a hand on, so measure up some bits and pieces and all that kind of stuff if you've got some Hondas. And yeah, it's going to be fun. One thing I also forgot to show, I should start this thing up. I have driven it from where it was to here, given it a wash before I did this episode because it was filthy. And we're going to start it up, and hopefully you can hear the horrible... Well, you can hear the horrible noises this thing makes. Yeah, she's not good. She's not good. Okay, so you put it into reverse, or reverse, and we're pretty good. It'll go back. The drive, we got some rattlies, so it's not good. Neutral, not too bad, but yeah. Okay, so that is why we are manual swapping this car. It has been my plan for a while, but let's get into it. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.